In the annals of human history, tales of giants have captivated our imaginations, from the ancient texts of the Bible to the oral traditions of Native American tribes and the legends of Asia. These stories of colossal red-haired beings have been passed down through generations. But who were these giants? Were they mere myths? Or did demigod-like men truly walk the earth alongside our ancestors? Today, we delve into one of the most intriguing mysteries of our past. Welcome to our exploration of the biblical Nephilim and their fascinating connections to the red-haired giants described by Native American tribes and ancient Asian cultures. I am David, and this is Strange Highness. Today we'll uncover the stories, legends, and possible truths behind these enigmatic beings. Our journey will take us through the sacred texts of the Bible, where the Nephilim are described as hybrid creatures, the offspring of the sons of God and the daughters of men. We'll then travel across continents to hear the legends of the Siteka, the red-haired giants of the Paiute tribe, and explore the ancient tales from Asia that speak of towering figures that were both terrors and heroes to the ancient people. By comparing these stories, we'll seek to understand the similarities and differences and ponder the distinct possibility of a shared origin. Could it be possible that these giants are more than just myth, and that these stories are rooted in archaeological fact? Native American tribes of North America have rich oral traditions that have been passed down through generations. These stories often contain elements of both real-life history, spirituality, and lessons for future generations. Among these tales, legends of red-haired giants stand out as particularly fascinating. One of the most intriguing legends comes from the Paiute tribe of Nevada. Their stories speak of a race of red-haired giants that came from the east across the sea and were known as the Siteka.
Long ago, before our people walked these lands, there lived a fearsome race known as the Siteka. These giants, with their fiery red hair and towering stature, came from the east, bringing terror wherever they roamed. They were not like us. They were cannibals, devouring anyone who crossed their path. Our ancestors, the Paiute, lived in constant fear of these giants. The Siteka were relentless, raiding our villages, stealing our food, and taking our people. They were strong and cunning, but they underestimated the spirit of the Paiute.
The Siteka, whose name means Tule eaters in the Paiute language, were described as red-haired giants who were both feared and reviled. According to Paiute oral history, these giants were cannibals and enemies of not just the Paiute people, but all tribes. The Siteka were said to have lived on rafts made of tule, a fibrous water plant that grows in Lake Humboldt. Their cannibalistic practices and aggressive behavior led to numerous conflicts with not just the Paiute tribe, but others as well. The legend reaches its climax with the dramatic final battle at Lovelock Cave. According to the Paiute, the tribes united to rid themselves of the Siteka once and for all. They chased the giants into Lovelock Cave and set a fire at the entrance, suffocating and burning all those inside.
One day, our warriors gathered in secret, determined to rid the land of these monsters. They devised a plan to drive the Siteka into a cave where they would be trapped. The warriors prepared their weapons and set out at dawn, moving silently through the desert. As the sun rose, they launched their attack, driving the Siteka towards Lovelock Cave. The giants, caught off guard, retreated into the cave, thinking they could escape. But our warriors were ready. They piled brush and wood at the cave's entrance and set it ablaze, trapping the Siteka inside. The flames roared and the giant screams echoed through the valley. The Paiute stood guard, ensuring none escaped. By nightfall, the fire had consumed everything, and the Siteka were no more. Our people rejoiced knowing they had reclaimed their land from the red-haired giants. To this day, we remember the bravery of our ancestors and the victory over the Siteka. Their story is a reminder of our strength and the importance of standing together against those who threaten our way of life.
In the early 20th century, miners discovered a wealth of artifacts inside of Lovelock Cave, including tools, weapons, and even textiles. Among these finds were human remains with traces of red hair, fueling speculation about the existence of the Siteka. Archaeologists have since excavated thousands of artifacts from the cave, providing us a glimpse into the lives of the people who once inhabited the area. While the exact identity of the Siteka people remains a mystery, the legend continues to captivate those who hear it. Asia, a continent rich in history and culture, is also home to some of the world's oldest civilizations. From the majestic temples of India to the ancient dynasties of China, the mythologies of these cultures are filled with fascinating tales of gods, heroes, and mythical figures. Among these myths, stories of giants stand out as particularly intriguing. These giants, often depicted as powerful and sometimes malevolent beings, have left a lasting impression on the folklore of many Asian cultures. The Mahabharata, one of India's greatest epics, is filled with tales of extraordinary heroes and demigods, some of whom were described as giants. One of the most notable figures is Bhima, the second of the Pandava brothers. Bhima is often depicted as having immense strength and a towering presence, and was called a giant among men. From a young age, Bhima's strength was unparalleled, and his adventures were legendary. In one tale, he defeated the demon Bakasura, who was terrorizing a village by demanding human sacrifices. Bhima's sheer physical power and bravery allowed him to confront and even kill Bakasura, saving the villagers from further torment. Another notable feat was his encounter with Hidimba, known as a Rakshasa or demon who was also of a giant stature. Bhima not only defeated Hidimba, but also married his sister Hidimbi, who bore him a son named Gatotkacha, another giant who became another hero in the epic. Tales like these are common throughout the ancient world. Themes about demigod-like giants who were largely violent and cannibalistic, but who could also be the great heroes of old. Like those tales of Hercules, Bhima's story follows a similar path of him taking up the weight of defending those humans around him. In recent years, archaeological discoveries in China have shed a new light on these legends of giants. In Shandong province, the remains of individuals who lived some 5,000 years ago have been unearthed, revealing to us a fascinating new glimpse into the past. These ancient remains, discovered in the village of Jiaojia, include skeletons of individuals who were exceptionally tall for their time and for this area. One male skeleton was measured at approximately 1.9 meters, or 6 feet 3 inches in height, while others averaged around 1.8 meters, or 5 foot 11 inches tall. These are in an area of people now known for their exceptionally tall height, where the average height is just barely over 5 foot 6 inches. These giants of Shandong province were part of the Longshan culture, known for their highly advanced agricultural practices and rich food resources. The larger tombs and well-preserved artifacts suggest that these individuals were of a high status and quite possibly leaders or other important figures within their society. The discovery of these remains has sparked a new interest and speculation about the existence of real giants in ancient China. And while the exact reasons for this culture's impressive stature remain a mystery, the findings provide us valuable insights into the lives and cultures of Neolithic peoples within this region. As we explore the legends of the giants from different cultures, intriguing similarities begin to emerge. The biblical Nephilim, the Siteka of the Paiute tribe, and the giants of ancient Asia all share common traits of both behavior and appearance, which suggest a deeper connection. Firstly, their physical attributes. The Nephilim are described as red-haired giants and mighty warriors, men of renown, towering over ordinary humans. Similarly, the Siteka were said to be red-haired giants, feared for their immense size and strength. Asian tales of encounters with giants mirror those of the Nephilim, with these creatures having not just immense size, but also the strength to commit heroic actions or horrific atrocities. In Asia, the giants discovered in Shandong province were significantly taller than their contemporaries and stood out as imposing figures. Behaviorally, these giants often played antagonistic roles in their respective cultures. The Nephilim were seen as corrupt and violent, contributing to the wickedness that led to the Great Flood. The Siteka were cannibals and enemies of the Paiute, leading to their eventual extermination. In Asia, giants were often depicted as powerful beings who could be both protectors and threats to human societies. One theory suggests that these legends may have a common origin, possibly rooted in ancient migrations or shared mythological themes. As human populations moved and interacted, they could have exchanged stories and cultural elements, leading to similar legends appearing in different parts of the world. Another possibility is that these stories reflect a collective human memory of encountering larger-than-life beings, or even another hominid species, whether real or imagined. The consistent depictions of giants across cultures could indicate shared psychological or cultural motif representing the human fascination with the extraordinary and the unknown. Throughout the 19th and early 20th centuries, numerous newspaper articles reported the discovery of giant human skeletons in various parts of the United States. And while some of these reports were sensationalized, others described skeletons measuring upwards of 10 feet tall, found in ancient burial mounds, some of which were reported to even have double rows of teeth. Adding to the mystery are allegations that the Smithsonian Institution once possessed artifacts and remains of these giants, but were largely destroyed to maintain the mainstream historical narrative. Whether rooted in fact or fiction, the legends of giants from different cultures continue to captivate our imaginations. They remind us of the mysteries of our past and the enduring human quest to understand our origins, our limits, and the world around us.